I had every intention to record this video in a space that I am going to be talking about, but alas, plans change. So here I am in my own space. What up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video during my 31-day challenge of posting a video every single day for the month of August on YouTube only. Anyway, hi, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Elisa and I am the founder of Illustrated Melanin, a wellness-centered stationery brand that inspires intentional practices of self-care, mindfulness, and joy. Best believe I got my 20-second elevator pitch down, okay? It's down. We carry greeting cards, coloring books, and we also host a coloring event called Color and Chill. It's for adults to relive that feeling of nostalgia and get lost in some coloring pages and just kick it in the community. It's really cool, so you should check it out. Okay, I had every intention to record this video in a space that I am going to be talking about, but alas, plans change. So here I am in my own space. So this video is about co-working spaces and my non-negotiables for either becoming a member at one or just working at one in general. If you are a small business owner, if you work from home, if you just like to get out of the house, I'm going to be talking about my top 3 must-haves / amenities for co-working spaces. This can also apply to like coffee shops or I guess community spaces, like somewhere like, I don't know if the YMCA has like office space. Well, not office space, but maybe like communal space where you can just kind of sit and work for a while. I don't know, but this applies to anything that you consider a co-working space, a space where you can remote work from that is not your home. But yeah, I wanted to show the few co-working spaces that I frequent here in San Diego, and some of them are known, some of them are not known. A lot of them are members only or alumni or friends of alumni from different business accelerator programs. And yeah, maybe I can do a part 2 on like the best coffee shops or breweries. Oh my gosh, girl. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Those type of places where you can get beverages and food and whatever. Maybe I can do like a part 2 and feature some of those, especially the ones here in San Diego, because there are some really good coffee shops and those other places that are great for co-working. So yeah, let me know if you want a part 2. But let's get into part 1 first. Is that like an annual thing versus what is the word if it's not? It's like inaugural. Like if I say let's get into part 1, but there is no part 2 yet, like does that even make a sound? That's a great question. Okay, let's get into the video. Here are my top 3 must-haves / amenities / non-negotiables for co-working spaces. Numero uno, the space itself, okay? Give me options. Give me tables, desk space, conference rooms, podcast studios, phone booths, meeting rooms. Like, give me all the options, okay? Because I want to be able to walk into a space, and if I'm not feeling a communal area at the time, okay, maybe I want a little one-on-one time with myself. It's great for introverts. I love it when spaces have like conference rooms or meeting rooms or even like phone booth areas where you can just steal away by yourself for a few hours or a couple hours and get your work done. Like head down, work getting done. And then when I want to get social and be chatty, or maybe not chatty, I don't know. Some spaces don't fully let you kind of talk freely or loudly. just to be mindful of the other people in this space. Some spaces are very strict about that, and then some are a little more lax. But anyway, if I want to be communal and all of that, there is time for that, right? There's space for that. There's tables and all of that. But if I don't, there is an option to book a room and be stashed away for a few. And then also with that, like, are the chairs comfortable? Are there couches that I can sit on and just chill out for a little bit if I want to take a break from working? That makes a difference too. I really like when places have like high tables or low tables. Like, give me options. Okay? Sometimes I can be indecisive. Maybe for an hour I want to work at a tall standing desk area, and then maybe for the next hour I want to sit down at a regular table, and then maybe for the next hour I want to be on a couch. Who knows? But if the options are there, sign me up. Okay? Sign me up. Okay. Number 2 is proximity and parking. And yes, this is all going under one. So this matters, right? Is the space close to home, or is it close in an essential area where I can get to without having to deal with traffic? A 10-minute drive versus a 45-minute drive is going to make all of the difference in whether or not I show up. Because if I have to leave my home and drive 45 minutes away to get to a place to work and then have to drive 45 minutes back, it's not going to happen. More than likely, I'm going to have to deal with traffic. I'm going to have to deal with leaving by a certain time so that I can get home by a certain time, or leaving home at a certain time to get there at a certain time. It's just a lot of logistical things that I don't want to have to worry about. I want to just pack up my bags, head over to the spot that's 10-15 minutes away, and get to work. Like, all of the driving and maneuvering and logisticking, yes, I said logisticking, is not necessary. So know your capacity. And if that is something that you also don't want to deal with, then you my people, okay? So yes, a 10 to 15 minute drive versus a 45-minute drive, I'm going to pick the 10 to 15 every single time. And then when I get there, and now if you are not familiar with San Diego, I am the type of person that if I have to figure out where I have to park, if I have to pay for parking, if there's only metered parking, you're not going to see me, boo. I'm so sorry. I just don't want to deal with it. And so if this co-working space has a parking lot, hug me, love me. We're friends now. That is like prime real estate. A parking lot is essential to your productivity, because if I can go to a space, park, head in, get my work done for like 5 hours, and then head out without having to worry about if I need to move my car every 2 hours, or did I put enough money in the parking meter, or is it Tuesday or Wednesday, and is there street sweeping? Like, no. Give me a parking lot so I can head in, put my head down, get to work, and then head out. Like, it matters for your productivity. You don't want to be in the middle of a grand idea and you are like in it, like you are locked in, and then your alarm clock goes off because you got to go move your car down the street or around the block so that you don't get a ticket. Yeah. Proximity and parking. Okay. And then finally, number 3, do you have tools and resources that I can use to my desire? This can include anything from a printer to a podcast studio. Do you have whiteboards so that I can ideate and just fill up an entire whiteboard full of ideas just to erase them later? Is your Wi-Fi fast and reliable? It's not going to cut off my Zoom meeting that's very important with a community partner, is it? I hope not. Are there enough outlets, and are they in places that are accessible and make sense for the design of the space. I don't know if some people like really consider stuff like this, but like outlets matter, especially when you're working from a laptop and an iPad and you have, your phone with you. Say you're recording or you're vlogging and you need to like have things plugged in at all times so that nothing dies on you while you're working or while you're recording. Like these things matter. So pay attention to where the outlets are in the space. And if they're convenient, because like nobody wants to reach over Jim to plug in their laptop and disturb his space and his peace just to get a charge. No, I should have my own outlet available to me. It's important. And then I found that some places offer software access like Adobe Creative Suite or Canva Pro or a podcast studio, and they have like a Rodecaster mic system, and they have a camera, they have computers and laptops that you can use while you're there, and that way you only have to bring a hard drive with you and you don't have to worry about lugging all of your equipment all over the place. Like these things matter, and they're super, super convenient and amazing when places and spaces have them available to you. Granted, of course, you can only use them while you're there, but hey, make the most of your time especially if you're paying a monthly fee. And you can save money on the expensive programs because they add up. So yeah, it's a win-win. So how do you feel about any of these non-negotiables so far? Are these on your list or do you have other things? And of course, I'm going to drop in a bonus and say cleanliness. Like, is the space clean, honey? Like, do y'all clean up after people leave? If I walk into a conference room and there are Cheeto crumbs and coffee mug stains on the table, I don't want to be in there. And also, like, have we learned nothing from COVID? Like, I really think some places just don't like to clean anymore, and I don't understand because people be dirty. Maybe that's a little bit of like my OCD coming up, but like I have standards, okay? I have standards and I like things clean. So I appreciate it when co-working spaces keep their spaces clean, keep their tables clean, keep their bathrooms clean. Oh my God. Everything should be in top-notch condition, especially because everything is being reused by people all day, every day. And well, we know how that goes. A bonus, I would add snacks to this list, like if the place has a kitchen and snacks and amenities and all of that. However, because of the recovery process that I'm going through and the fact that I am an endo girly, I have to bring my own snacks because I can't eat the processed packaged things that they have available for everyone. I will, however, always make me a cup of tea, okay? If there's hot water and tea bags available, you gonna see me there, okay? Because I will always have a cup of tea. Outside of all the recovery that I had to do this year, I tried to work outside of this apartment and this space as much as possible. It is great to get out, to meet new people, to just have a different atmosphere and outlook as you're working. You can garner new creative ideas and get inspired and learn things, and then who knows, you might meet your next community partner or strategic partnership. So it's a great way to also be productive and to lock in. You have no distractions that you have at home. Like you can't see the laundry and the dishes in the sink when you're not home and you're working somewhere else. So that in itself is a win for me. And I can get a lot more done, and I'm not stopping every, half an hour or whatever to like piddle around and do things that I don't need to be doing just because the distraction is there. You know what I mean? So I do love having the opportunity and ability to work outside of the home and be able to really lock in and get a lot of things done. So tell me, what is your go-to spot for co-working? Do you have a membership there? Do you frequent there enough where it's worth the money that you're paying, either monthly or quarterly or annually? And if not, what keeps you from going? Is it proximity? Is it parking? Is it cleanliness? Is it the space in general? Do you need to revisit any of these things that maybe this isn't the right space for you? Or are you going there so much that you don't even know what home looks like anymore? And then, yeah, let me know if you want a part 2 so that I can say part 1 and it makes sense. And I will talk about coffee shops and restaurants and the B word. I don't know why I can't say brewery. It's crazy. Sounds so weird coming out of my mouth, but I used to frequent them all the time. Anyway, let me know if you want a part 2, and I will talk about some spaces in San Diego that are like really, really good for co-working if you're into that kind of thing. And you get to support small business at the same time. So like another win-win. Okay, guys, thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, thumbs this video up, leave me a comment answering one of the questions, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.